This is Eleni Kapitanios from Breakthrough with Eleni. And today I'm going to be talking about I'll be happy when syndrome. So what is this all about? I see it all the time with my clients. Everyone feels like they'll be happy when something happens. But here's the thing, you never are, right? Because you get to the place where you think that you're going to be happy and you're still not happy. Happiness is an inside job. The time to be happy is right now, right? Because happiness is your own responsibility. It's no one's job to make you happy. No event will make you happy. If you don't have what you need inside right now, you're just not going to be where you want to be, right? So what we're going to do is stop thinking I'll be happy when I lose weight, when I have my dream job, when I make a certain amount of money, when I feel confident, when I have my soulmate, when I have the freedom I want, blah, 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 right? It's bullshit. Because when you're constantly waiting for something, you're not happy now, and then your happiness is being defined by something that you don't even have yet. Seems crazy, right? Happiness is by your attitude and your actions. And with my clients, if they're not happy now, which they're generally not because they're working with me, they're coming to me, we figure out why, right? Because it's about the past, not about the future. And there's also this thing called confirmation bias that contributes to this feeling of I'll be happy when. And it really messes up with your mind. It really messes with your mind. So what it means is that your brain is constantly searching for evidence of what you believe. So if you believe, say, that people don't like you and that you're not a people person, your brain's only going to register the situations where people aren't nice to you. I used to have a friend who this happened to all the time. And then if people are nice to you, your brain either ignores it or you'll think, well, that's just an exception to the rule, right? And it goes back to what I always say to my clients, right? Your brain makes the bad things big. So if you focus on all the things you don't want and all the negative things and all the shitty things people have done to you, your brain is going to hunt for proof that you were right because it wants to protect you ultimately, right? And all of that just makes you feel worse, right? That's why I always say that we're constantly creating our own realities. Because if we're only noticing what our brain is looking for, then we create a reality around that. So we get to a point where we're so used to negative thoughts that we don't even realize how amazing we could feel, right? A lot of my clients come to me, and one of their goals is that they want to be able to feel joy again. That is huge for a lot of people. And the thing is that they always have that power, they always have that choice, right? Like Dorothy, you always had it inside, but because their unconscious mind is such a negative loop, they can't see it. So when you're feeling always that I'll be happy when, you postpone your happiness indefinitely. The happiness that you want is always in your hands. And another thing that can happen is the I'll do it when syndrome. And this is my favorite thing. It's really closely related to the I'll be happy when. So for example, when I was a personal trainer, I would sometimes have a potential client wanting to sign up to work with me and then saying, well, I want to get my eating on track first and then I'll work with you. Or I want to actually lose a bit of weight before I work with you, which is ridiculous. You're just putting it off till a time that's never going to come because that's the whole point of you hiring me, right? It's like hiring a bookkeeper and saying, well, I want to get my books in order first. No, it just means you're never going to do it. I sometimes have potential clients now book a consultation with me and, they might be hesitant because it's something new and it can be a little scary, right? And they say things like, oh, well, it's not a good time or I'll start next month or I'm not quite ready. And then they might come back in a year still feeling as crappy as they felt when we first talked. But a whole year has gone by where they could have been feeling happy because my process is really fast. They could be done with the problem by now, right? So by putting it off and saying, I'll do it when, they postpone their happiness once again, right? So they're saying to me, I want to feel joy, well, but later, right? So don't spend your whole life waiting. Do it now and take action now on whatever it is that you want. Getting into a state of action also increases your happiness You'll feel good about getting things done and moving closer toward what you want. I always tell my clients, focus on what you want. I say it over and over and over again. And if you're not ready to be happy because of who you think you are, let go of all that that's holding you back. That's ridiculous. And what I love about working with my clients is even when they're first starting with me and they're in their most negative state, I can see that person that they're meant to be. I can see it for them. And I hold the space for them, and then they start to see it too. So here's my question. Can you let go of I'll be happy when and I'll do it when and just do it now? Because I feel that that's something that we all need to do. So let's do it. Let's choose to be happy now. Let's make our brain realize all those positive things that are going on and choose happiness now. That is my challenge for you. Do the thing. Do it now. Just do the thing. I'm Eleni, and I'll see you next time.